mentally because yes, it causes panic, but this panic that we do, it does not help the community. It does not help the greater good. When we panic buy, we take care of ourselves, but we take away the opportunity for other people to take care of themselves as well. You know,
Ang Miss Universe Philippines 2020 activities ay pinagpaliban na rin dahil sa COVID-19. Ngunit ang iba namang mga kandidata ay aktive pa rin sa kani-kanilang social media account. At ang iba naman ay tuloy pa rin sa paghahanda sa paraang alam nila para sa kanilang big event na gaganapin sa darating na June 14. Isa sa Miss Universe Philippines candidates na si Miss Ysmael ay nagbigay na rin ng napakahalagang reminders para sa lahat. Atin po itong panoorin at siguradong dagdag aral ito para sa atin.
to my fellow Filipinos, I am sure we are all aware of the current situation of the COVID-19 and how it has been spreading throughout the country and throughout the world. In light of recent events and in light of the recent guidelines given by our government, I think it's important that we talk about the things that we should be doing that will help not only ourselves but also the people in our community. Number one, we have to practice personal hygiene. I know how frightening this must be, and the number one thing that we can do for ourselves is to constantly take care of ourselves, especially our hygiene. Make sure to wash your hands at all times and bring a small bottle of alcohol with you or a big one. Just make sure you have the necessary materials to keep your hands clean and to keep yourself clean. Always be aware of what you touch, and definitely the most important thing is to make sure you don't touch your face. You know, if ever we have the coronavirus or any dirt in our hands, the way that it will enter our system is through our nose and our mouth and our eyes. So make sure that you don't touch. And if in case you need to scratch, just make sure that you wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water. The next thing that is very important is for us to be aware of what's really happening. In other words, we need to make sure that the information that we are sharing and obtaining comes from very reliable sources. There is a lot of news, whether both fake or true, that's going around, especially on social media. So it's very important that we take the responsibility in finding the right information from these credible sources. Usually this comes from the news, the media, for example. We have our local news, which often stay updated, keep us updated with what the government tells us, of course. And the third guideline, which I personally believe is most important, is to take care of ourselves mentally. You know, the word lockdown, for example, which is what's going on in Metro Manila, is a heavy word. It could cause a lot of panic, which is what a lot of people have been recently feeling, as right now Metro Manila is under community quarantine. This is a precautionary measure that we take in order to contain the virus so that eventually, hopefully, it goes away. We need to take care of ourselves mentally because yes, it causes panic, but this panic that we do, it does not help the community. It does not help the greater good. When we panic buy, we take care of ourselves, but we take away the opportunity for other people to take care of themselves as well. You know, just because you're washing your hands, the person next to you or the person your next door may not be washing their hands, and that doesn't really let you protect yourself then, because other people don't have the opportunity to keep themselves hygienic. So it's important that we remember to only buy what is necessary, what we really need, and not hoard or not buy too much of alcohol, for example. It's very important that we take these measures because we need to make sure that we are accounting for everybody in this crisis, in this pandemic that's going on. Also, if definitely there is panic, it is a serious situation, we have to make sure that we are not compromising our psychological well-being. If you feel stressed with the news, if you feel a little anxiety, that's completely normal, especially because this is something serious. So if you feel it's a bit too much, don't hesitate to take a break. You don't have to stay constantly updated every single minute of the day about what's going on with the news. You can take a break, you can read a book, maybe watch a movie, do something at home that will keep you distracted. sometimes it's necessary that we give our brains a break from the stress that's going on. And this will not only help ourselves, but it will also help the people around us, like our families, for example. So make sure that you take care of yourself, not only physically, but also mentally. This is a message from your very own Bella Ysmael, and I hope that everybody's doing well. Stay safe and stay clean, and most importantly, stay calm.